EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Twin Cities and U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, the home of the Vikings. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Atlanta Falcons and the Minnesota Vikings on Sunday Night Primetime. The kicker, Will Reichert, has the ball on the tee. And off we go here on Sunday Night Primetime. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. He had a sack in the opener last week. He's got another one here.
Mike, you said it. You mentioned just how loud it was, the energy in this building leading up to the opening kickoff. And with a sack like that on the first play of the game, this crowd's only going to get louder. And, man, we can feel it all the way up here in the booth.
On second down, Penix. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
Third and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come third down.
Now Penix on third and long. And that is incomplete. Ray McLeod is the one he was looking for there. And that'll set up fourth down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And this will not turn out to be a good return. Forced backwards, and they get him out of bounds. McCarthy now going to start with a pass. He finds a man downfield. It's Felton. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drop.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. To the left side, and it's caught by Felton. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Back-to-back targets, back-to-back completions. That one for 16 and the first down.
7-yard line.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. To the left side, he is caught by Addison. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication. Between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open. That's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. J.J. McCarthy, touchdown Minnesota. Well, they were not hiding anything there. The quarterback takes off, and Greggy takes it the distance for the touchdown.
And this was a run from the jump, Mike. There was no disguising anything. There was 10 guys blocking and 1 guy running. And in this case, it's the quarterback taking it in for 6.
On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. He knocks it through. This one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchdown.
35-yard line.
Shot on me from going crazy, shot had me in the deep end. She not in the same. She trying to go.
Play clock down to 0. That is not the way to start a drive. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. with a loss of 3. It is 2nd and 13. He'll get up and spike it here. Third and long. Back to throw. Here's Penix. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And he'll be stopped short of the first down, and that will necessitate all to the punt team. 4th down. Yards on the play.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down. And
picked up by the former Eagle, Isaiah Rodgers. And is out.
If you didn't know, maybe better than us. One hand on his queen, left on the freak. He probably thought they wanted me. Shawty seen everything, and you know she got him beat. Cause a side ain't in the streets. She ain't the one to play with you. Her DMs, they be silent like bass hitters. Them other fellas, they be seeing her work. You say you want an angel, then give her heaven on earth. I respect your relationship. I don't care if you don't. But I think girls better than men. And I won't tell if you don't. A dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever. Oh, a dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever. Yeah. She in Vegas, and Summer Lee with baller, she flagrant. Once a good girl is gone, she gone forever, more forever. And now she dog 'em out whenever. I respect your relationship. I don't care if you don't, but I think girls better than men, and I won't tell if you don't. A dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever. Oh, a dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever. Yeah.
stop the rock, can't stop the rock, you can't stop the rock. Stop the rock. Stop the rock. Stop the rock, can't stop the rock, you can't stop the rock, can't stop the rock, you can't stop.
Now from downtown Minneapolis, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us inside beautiful U.S. Bank Stadium, the home of the Vikings. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Atlanta Falcons and the Minnesota Vikings on Sunday Night Primetime. The kicker, Will Reichard, has the ball on the tee. And off we go here on Sunday Night Primetime. They'll throw first place with Penix. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down. Plant. It's Penix. He's going to take a shot here for Mooney. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast. And tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
On second down, here's Penix. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. And they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
He finds Darnell Mooney for the catch. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18. They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. He is met and dropped. Couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning first and second down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in third and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
They'll go again with Robinson. And much more room to run on this one. Pick up of 8, and that'll bring up third down.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up third down.
From the gun on third down, here's Penix. And he's got the first down. A great job looking at engaging where the marker is and getting there to set up first and goal. We're going to go play action with Penix. A big mistake. It was first and goal, and it's intercepted. Past midfield. Still on the move. And the Vikings are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky.
He will do it himself. He's in. J.J. McCarthy. Touchdown, Vikings. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, absolutely take advantage of it. Let's see here, second advantage for the after that turnover, they're able to get down the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchdown. They'll go play action now with Penix. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
On third down, Penix. That's caught. Ray McLeod. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. It's second and 8. And they're 48-yard line. From a couple of yards shy of midfield, here's second and 8. To throw again, it's Penix. Right side, catch made by McLeod. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down. Penix gonna throw again. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
He fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down.
But it brings up fourth down.
They'll go. It's Robinson. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it. And they stuck him on fourth down. On first and 10, it's McCarthy. In trouble, and down he goes. David Onyemata. He gets gets in to drop in for his first sack of the young season. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Vikings with the edge. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. Vikings football as we begin this second quarter, and they are facing a 2nd and long. The shotgun. It's a throw from McCarthy. It's into the hands of Aaron Jones. And they're taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, right? You never go broke taking a profit. Give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark.
So barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it looks like this is going to be a 3-and-out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. On 4th down, here's McCarthy. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this 1st down.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
I can promise you that is not how he wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. Off he goes. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
There's no doubt that you appreciate the toughness he shows here, Mike. I mean, for a quarterback to put his head down and pick up some tough yards, his teammates love it. But I tell you, his coaches, they want to see him protect himself, understand when he had enough to pick up the 1st down, to get down and live to play another snap.
And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for you.
Ball is at the 8 for 2nd and goal.
8-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. And he overshot his man. Out of the end zone, that one's incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts.
It's 3rd.
Now they'll be looking at 3rd and goal.
8-yard line.
It's not often you see a pass that's out of the reach of this guy. I mean, 50-50 balls tend to go his favor more often than not, but this one kind of gets away from him just a little bit and falls incomplete.
That is caught to the goal line and in. Great London. Touchdown Falcons. His first touchdown of the new campaign. Youngway Koo now for the extra point. And the operation looked to be fouled up there. This ball pushed wide to the right. It's no good. drives the kicks away. A return coming from the 14. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Right side, and it's brought in by Felton. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a cover.
So he gets on the board, first catch of his career. I can promise you he's going to hang on to that ball. Now, it wasn't the flashiest of plays, but just try to get him comfortable and try to settle him into this game.
Oh, fine work there defensively. Got that hand in there. That pass is incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson on that one. And third down coming up.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 27 yards.
They'll come up here, first and 10.
First down.
To throw once more, here's McCarthy. A short one taken by Hawkinson. Running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be first and goal.
That's another.
What a pickup. A gain of 18. And it sets up first and goal. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal. Jones will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together.
Oh, the snap, a pull one, and it's blocked.
Mike, it's usually not a good thing when we start talking about the long snapper, but it was his error that leads to this blocked kick. So if this operation doesn't get cleaner, this is something we're going to have to keep an eye on the rest of the game.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. And the lefty panics on first down. That's complete to McLeod. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Nowhere to go! He's going to be taken down. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. Talk things over before third down. From the gun, it's Penix. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down.
In punt formation. Isaiah Rodgers on the return. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun, here's McCarthy. That's caught by Jones out of the backfield. And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds.
The 42-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Here's second and 6. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And 6 yards.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And you're one of the go-to guys on your team. I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down, but he appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
McCarthy gonna look to throw again. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. The rookie from Georgia, Jalen Walker, working his way in to record the very first sack of his NFL career. McCarthy to the air on second down. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
For whatever reason, when the ball was in the air, Mike, it seemed to me like he was always having a little trouble tracking it. I'm not sure if that's what allowed the defender to catch back up, but ultimately it was the contact at the catch point that causes the incomplete, and that's going to bring up third and real long.
And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down. Falcons go ahead and take their second timeout. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. They'll go. Here's McCarthy. He's got a man. That's Felton. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
A gain of 36 yards. That's good for a Vikings first down. First down and goal to go.
Look wide. Get this one complete. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Time. Felton. Touchdown, Minnesota. And hold on to that football, young man. Into the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Penix. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. Now the Falcons will use their third and final timeout. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock.
Second down at the 41-yard line.
They'll come up now for second down and 4. From the gun, here is Penix. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
And their only realistic chance to end the half with points is to throw the ball near the sideline, gain as many yards as you can, and then hopefully either get yourself in position to kick the field goal or at the very...
Oh, huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. And he's going to have some of his offensive team.
That is caught. What a throw.
commentators, everybody talks about that middle four, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown.
As the kick's away. Ray McLeod on the return. Whoa! And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This one brought in at the 16-yard line. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. He connects with Jordan Addison. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
A gain of 15
Terrific starter
yards.
there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
First down.
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. First catch, first touch. Here as we start the second half.
Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. He'll go right and find his running back. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Gain of 2. Brings up second and 8 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's second and 8. To throw, it's McCarthy. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. Remember, he had the touchdown catch from last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes. Jalen Walker. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game.
That's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
All right, so it's only one drive here in the second half, and they trail pretty big here to start the 3rd. But it seems this defense came out with a little different energy than we saw in the first half. Whatever was said in the locker room seemed to have worked. Now it's the offense's chance to see if they can cut into this deficit.
And a pretty good result there. That's out of bounds right at the 10-yard line.
At their own 10-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. He's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Penix. Right side, catch made by McLeod. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. A pickup there of 28 yards. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Penix now off the bootleg. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
On the handoff, it's Robinson. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he was able to bring him down for a loss. Nice job here by the defense. They understood this quarterback is looking to push this ball downfield past the line to gain, and he's got no choice but to check it down short to the tight end, rally tackle, and brings up 4th down.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. Left side in the hands of London.
Yeah, when you find yourself down big here in the second half, you have to maximize every possession. And that's exactly what the coach tried to do, going for it on 4th down. Give yourselves a chance to cut into this big lead. But it's the defense that came through again with a huge stop. And that's going to make their chances of coming back that much more difficult.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. That one into the hands of Jefferson. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
36 yards.
A big play for Minnesota. 36 yards.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's in. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Minnesota. That is 2nd touchdown tonight. He kicks this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
And they're on the 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And the woes in the running game continue. We're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play. So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. We'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Penix. And he will go all the way. Ray McLeod. Touchdown, Atlanta. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the 1st down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case it was...
He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
So they decided to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this two-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
They play it short, take it at the 15-yard line. And he'll be taken down on the return on what will be the final play of this third quarter. On the right, Jones begins this fourth quarter. Trying to bounce that outside. Went a long way for a gain of nothing.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And it'll be third down. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. Open man, left side, he's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A pickup there of 25 yards. First down, Minnesota.
First and 10 at the 45.
The fake to give, and now it's McCarthy. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
In this defense, they just continue to put in a great night's work. I mean, Mike, you think whether it's been blitz scheme, stunts, whatever you name it, this offensive line has had its hands full. They have allowed their quarterback to be hit way too many times.
On second down, here's McCarthy. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. It's number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
That's caught left side by Hawkinson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
That's another.
Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down. From the gun, here's McCarthy. He's got this on target to Addison. And he's close to another first down. Brought down just shy of the mark.
It's a gain of 9.
Now it's second and 1.
At the 10-yard line.
He'll get this out to the left flat. And he'll play it forward. Doesn't get a whole lot, but he got what he needed. It is first and goal coming up.
Vikings.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion,
and he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Vikings. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. And another score in another good performance after winning the opener on their way to 2-0.
Mike, you can't be 2-0 without being 1-0, and for them to be able to continue to string crazy wins together in the first part of the year, this is the start that every team dreams of. This is what you work for the whole season long, to start your season and build some early momentum. It gives you a lot of flexibility and wiggle room as the rest of this season plays on.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchdown. motion. They'll throw on first down with Penix. That's caught right side. It's London. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down. Throwing now, Penix on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one, and down he goes. Andrew Van Ginkel. He had 2 sacks in the opener, and give him 1 more here in week 2.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
Now Penix to throw on second down. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Now a timeout. That's their first.
And it's third down.
Third and long. From the gun, it's Penix. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
Harrison Smith on the
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
And he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. Inside the 20. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15.
That's good.
So a big one there to start the drive. 37 yards. They'll go back to Jones on first down. Here comes second and 4. Again, it's Jones. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. This one is about done.
A 2-yard pickup.
Third and a yard.
And 1.
On third and a yard, it's McCarthy. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Final minute as they kick it away. Jamal Agnew now to return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
First and 10. And they're on the 29-yard line.
On first down, it's Penix. Over the middle, that's his tight end, Pitts. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
13 yards.
Now, whistles and timeout. Go figure. Not sure the point of this. We're going to stop it. 4 seconds left in the game. Here we go. One final play. And that final throw here is intercepted. Picked up by the veteran, Harrison Smith. So a win here for the Vikings. They get the job done here at home, and they follow the opening weekend victory with another here to move to 2-0 on the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson,